Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a new deck that I tried to make revolve around a new Mega Monarch. Is Thestalos, however you say that. Thestalio, I think that's it. So he's a Mega Monarch. What does he do? You can tribute him for 1 by tributing an already tribute summoned monster. You get a look at your opponent's hand, discard 1 card, then they take 200 times the level of a monster, if it's a monster, which is fairly decent amount, you know. You throw away a Blue Eyes, that's 1600 damage. And if you tribute it for a fire monster, you get a tack on another 1000 damage on top of that. So that's pretty good. That's a discard and a bunch of effect damage. So I tried to make the deck revolve around that same idea. We're using the normal version of this guy, and he'll discard 1 random card and only do 100 times the level if it's a monster. So sort of the same, just slightly worse. And we're using another tribute monster that is fire, and it takes 1 tribute, and that's our Hazy Flame Sphinx, old school style. It's a monster where you swarm the field with it. Usually people would want to swing at the other monster, swing at the Hazy, or maybe they can't, and then you can bring out your Mega Monarch. The problem with this deck is there's no way to search our Mega Monarch, which makes it less consistent, which means our win cons aren't as good. So it needs a lot of work. We need more Mega Monarchs, or we need a way to search it. But it's pretty cool. So I've just fully dedicated to the burn aspect. So we have this guy as your biggest burn. This guy is little burn and -1s. And then we have more little burn to really get you over the top with your rock bombardment. You throw 1 rock monster from your deck to the graveyard, inflict 500. So the rock monsters we have are Tackle Crusader, who's in here just for this one. He does a few things. If he's thrown to the graveyard, even by this card, you get to target a monster, flip them face down, or target a face up spell or trap. It's returned to the field or to the hand, and they can't activate it that turn. Works out really well. It's good stall. And you could also throw our Land Robe. Now, why would you want to throw your Land Robe into the graveyard? Because if this guy is also in your graveyard, you can banish him and special summon your Land Robe. So it's pretty good with this bombardment, and it gives you that little extra burn damage. So you hopefully get a couple of these boys, you get him off, you get some burn, you win. Or you just stick with your little burns and get some swinging damage in just a little bit to get you over the top. And you can sometimes get those win conditions. I'm using Beatdown, but Beatdown just feels a little win more. I think Attack Charge is better at this point than Beatdown, so pretty much gonna just run Attack Charge whenever I think I'd want Beatdown, and it'd probably do much better. Attack Charge, it's just easier to do, and it will win you more duels. It really will. So, you know, guys, this deck isn't crazy strong. I was just really trying to use this Mega Monarch, but Mega Monarchs still have a ways to go till we get a little easier way to summon them. We'll get something along the line, but till then, I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Okay, here we are versus Tristan. We're going second. He's using an Obelisk sleeve, that's pretty cool. So we got a Land Robe, we got Thestalos, we got Bombardment, and plenty of Karibo. So we're going to use our Flute since we can't use our Land Robe. That's our Thestalos. We're going to discard a monster for 400 as a Dawn Knight. Did not activate his effect, which is good. Now he's going to normal summon a Snipe Hunter. We're going to hit him with our Rock Bombardment, throw away our Tackle Crusader. That's going to flip him face down. Now we get another Rock Bombardment. We're just taking away that damage. We've hit him with Thestalos, and our Rock Bombardment. Here he's going 2 tuners. We're going to flip that tuner face down with our Rock Bombardment, Tackle Crusader combo, while doing more damage to him. He's down to 2600 just from effect damage, guys. And now we get to pop him for some attack damage. This is the combination. You catch him vulnerable with just a monster out. It's not for lethal damage, but it's all the damage you need to let your effect damage finish, because now we're 500 away. That's 1 Rock Bombardment, or a good Thestalos, or any Mega Thestalos. So it works out well. Here he's got a Vermilion Dragon Mech 1, bring out Ancient Rules, destroy another. So he's going to destroy our whole field, guys. How are we going to come back from this? We have the Land Robe we need. All we need is a way to get over him. We don't get it yet. We get another Flute. That's going to survive us and drain his resources. Good stall. It's the stall this deck really needs. So we get our Winged Boy. Now for the top deck, we get a Thestalos. He has a monster in hand. It's Blue Eyes, guys. You know it's a big monster. So here we go. Finish the boy with effect damage. It was a Cosmo Brain. 700 damage. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here's Jesse Anderson. We're going second. He has no extra deck. We have no extra deck. Just regular decks here. Landrobe, Bombardment, Squire. We just need a boss monster. We're fighting some weird warrior deck, but he's running Silent Swordsman. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to just set our Rock Bombardment. Probably should have set our Flute too, just to be safe. But we're getting greedy. So he tries to hit us for 2k, and we absolutely let him. We could have stopped him with Rock Bombardment, but we don't. Here we get our Mega Monarch. We'll want to see that eventually. Set our Sphere Boy. Now he's going to swing. We get to reset all that damage he's gained every turn. So we got all the way up to 3k. Thanks to Taco Crusader and Rock Bombardment, he's going to go back to 1k. And we take some damage onto him. We get another Taco Crusader at 1800. That's pretty good defense. Obviously more than enough to stop him. Now we get our Hazy Flame. He takes a little bit of damage. Hazy Flame Tribute summoned. We get a target one face down monster, set him there. He uses Bad Aim, which can't target Hazy Flame, so he has to train his Floodgate. But he hits our Sphere of Karibo. We chain it, but he stops it with Silent Swordsman, so nothing really lost or gained. He's back to 1000 thanks to Taco Crusader being tributed. Now, we get to bring out the Mega Monarch, guys. He's gonna discard whatever card we choose, and if it's a monster, it's 200 times. So we threw away his biggest monster, level 7, and we tributed a fire, so it's another 1000 damage. He's down to 1100 off pure effect damage, guys. Now we flip that boy face down again. That lets us bring out our Karibo. We flooded the field once again. He only has a 1000 attack. Silent Swordsman brings out a Decider, switches him for another Silent Swordsman, ties that binds, chooses not to kill our Mega Monarch. He just went for the small boys. He's only 1000, guys, so all we need is the big monster, and there he is, Thestalos. He might even hit him for a bit of effect damage. With the discard, 600 more effect, getting the Jinzo. Now we use the Landrobe to put him down to 1k and swing for 900 off just a little bit. So that's what you do, guys. It's just burn, summon, and then pick out a little damage every now and then when you can. Great stuff. Okay, here we go versus Young Yugi. Going second. This deck can go first or second. The first, I'd say actually the first turn plays are better, because you can get your Thestalos. But you get him first turn, you get a discard, do a little bit of damage, really disrupt your opponent before he even gets to make a move. Her opponent is Lightsworn. He got some Kyroids in the graveyard, got some tuners on the field. We're gonna Landrobe one of those tuners to bring out our Thestalos, there you go. We hit a monster, so we do tack on a little bit of damage, just 400. But we do have another Thestalos in our hand, so that'll work out well for us. He searches another monster with a Lightsworn Brigade, gets to special summon a wolf, uses his archer to destroy our monster, very weird move. We use our Rock Bombardment, throw away our Taco Crusader, flip face down his already summoned wolf, disrupting his Synchro play and leaving a vulnerable 800 monster on the field. So this is how you tack on a little damage, guys. You know, we're obviously not going to swing for lethal here, but it's going to help us with the burn, and the attack damage will be just a little more burn away. So this will be our third instance of effect damage with 300. We use our Squire to special summon a Landrobe. Now we swing into her for another instance of 1600. Now we're right within that range. We get our Mega Monarch before this boy's off the field. We're going to really work out well. But here, he's using a Judgment Dragon. So he wipes the field with the Judgment Dragon, sets a back row, hits us for 3k. We're both at 200 life points, guys. Our opponent's deck is almost milled out. But what are we going to do? We have our Flute, which works out pretty well to survive us a turn. We top deck the Landrobe, who will also go far in a comeback. Here he uses a Lila, tries to hit our back row, but that's okay, because we have our Sphere Boy. Or he's not a Sphere Boy, he's a Wing Boy. Then he's doing another Synchro Plane to Vermilion Dragon Mech. Even if he was to destroy us, which he does, or he actually destroyed his own thing, we wouldn't take damage, obviously. So, another Flute of Summoning Kuriboh. Surviving us another turn. He tries to Regeki Break as soon as he gets one. But again, we're just gonna chain. We really want him to have a hand though. We need him to have a hand to discard a monster and really utilize that burn. But he's not keeping his hand. We do get a Hazy Flame, which is gonna buy us some time. We flip him face down with the Land Robe. Use Hazy Flame's effect, and of course, we don't get a monster. We get, so what? We've already used 2 Flutes and 1 Rock Bombardment, so there's only 3 spell cards left in our deck. And of course we hit one, denying our lethal, but our opponent does nothing. We get to correctly use our Hazy Flame that turn and get the win anyway. So Hazy betrayed, but we still got that win. Great stuff, guys. Alright, Ishizu still sees tons of plays with no mortal can resist. I expect it to be mentioned in a ban list here pretty soon. Our opponent passes his turn. That's going to enable us to use our Tackle Crusader. We set a Rock Bombardment. He Sphere Boys the Tackle Crusader. That's already amazing value out of this Tackle Crusader. He's going to Cosmic Cyclone or Rock Bombardment. Also a great play for us because he loses 1,000 and he loses an extra 500 from this Rock Bombardment. We also got to dump a Land Robe, although it's a little zombie now. We could have fished him out of the graveyard with our Eidos had he not been No Mortal Can Resist. That boy has a Prismatic Floodgate. Hits our Squire with it, but you don't need Squire face up to use his effect, guys, so that was a real waste of a very expensive Floodgate. And we get to normal summon our Thestalos anyway. And we get to discard that 1 card in his hand while he chains a Canadia. And you know it's a monster with the Spirit Master. So we hit him for 7,000 or 300 there, 1,500 here. He's No Mortal Can resisting our whole graveyard, but we don't care. He has to sit another back row. Already down to 600 life, guys. Done for. Nice and easy. So that's what this deck is. You're picking at him with effect damage. You're picking at him hitting monsters. You're never going in for that big lethal turn. You're just hitting them, summoning decent monsters, summoning Kuribohs, hitting them with Tackle Crusaders, all that stuff. So it's a little messy. It's not the greatest. You didn't see me use Beatdown once. I would definitely use Attack Charge instead of Beatdown. Even Ties That Binds would probably be more useful than Beatdown. Beatdown just isn't the same anymore. It's too win more. It's not consistent. So just trying to use a Mega Monarch. We need more Monarch support to make these Mega Monarchs viable, but I think it will happen one day. So until then, thanks for watching, guys.